And maybe I'll start with one of the slides that Marcus put up before, and that was the slides which show the different strategies that investors can look at in the German market, whether it's a core, a value add, or an opportunistic approach to the investments. And I think this is what makes the market attractive, in that different types of investors can apply different types of strategy, and you can play on different parts of the risk curve. Overall, we always come back to the same point, that asset management is the crucial bit of the equation. Obviously, your entry price and understanding the fundamentals of the markets you invest in is extremely important, but then working the assets and making sure you are actually achieving your business plan, achieving the rental levels that you were set out to do, and implementing that is the hard part, and that's what the asset managers are all supposed to do. And that's where the success and where the money is in the investment. So we like to think that we can offer investors that, and we can help them with that. And I don't think you can sort of broad brush, Germany is X, Y, and Z, or this is the approach you need to take, because you can play in different markets with different strategies and apply different business plans to your asset base. And if you turn to the UK, there the model is very different. The UK doesn't really have an investable stock as such, or it's very limited. So you have a lot of small private landlords. You don't have a real professional private rented sector as such yet, or it's emerging. And that's what now investors are gaining confidence with. They also, and coming back to the US industry, which I think is a great model for the European real estate industry, in that it's something that we can look up to in terms of transparency. One point which is very important, I think, is benchmarking data for benchmarking purposes. I think that's missing to a great extent in the German market, in the quality that is required for institutional investors to really be able to look at their investments over long periods of time. I think in the US, houses or apartments have been in the NAD indices for since 1982 or 84. So that sort of shows you the maturity of that industry, and I think we'll see that development both in the UK and Germany coming through.
Good. Rick, did you want to come in on that?
No, I think it's a very good point, and that going back to my earlier comment about transparency and available of information, I could tell you, on my iPad, the economic data on any given property and thousands of properties across the U.S. in terms of metrics, performance metrics, rent, renewal rates, obviously transactional data, and the institutional investors are very keen on that, because it gives them a great deal of comfort and being able to make those investment decisions, buy or sell, based on that research and that data, along with, and I agree, along with professional asset property management, increases your chances of a great execution and excellent returns. So it's a good point.